What's up, Playbook Agency? Tanner Mendelsohn here. Got my boy Anas, 18-year-old sales sniper. Anas, how long have you been here?
I've been here for about 6 months now.
Okay. Now, most 18-year-olds, like at least I remember when I was 18, right? I was in college. I was focused on, going out on weekends, partying, having fun. Most 18-year-olds, like in this world, they don't focus on the right things. So, as a young person being 18, like what really motivated you to go all in on sales and like not be a normal 18-year-old?
Yeah, so I feel like, in my opinion, the biggest thing that separates me from a lot of other people around our age group, especially being like very young in the industry, is when I came in the business, like I didn't think about next month, 2 months, where am I gonna be. I've looked at the people that are older than me and I see them still living paycheck to paycheck, still living the same life they were at my age. And if that doesn't scare you enough in this world, that if you don't figure it out sooner than later, you might be done by the time that you reach that age gap when you want to have kids, you want to have a wife, you want to get married. So what I think separated me from a lot of different people my age is not about what I'm making 6 months from now or a year from now. Where am I going to be 5 years from now? 10 years from now, what am I going to have? What am I going to be doing? Because the reality of everything is it's scary to live a broke life. Did you have any money before you started this business?
No.
I had no money starting this business either. So like obviously I know someone like you, Tanner, like you've grown an agency quicker than almost everybody in this industry. Basically, everybody in this industry. You probably have the same why behind the same thing as I have.
Yeah.
You don't want anybody beating you. Obviously, you don't want anybody coming in the business and catching up to you, and you want to make sure you attack everybody that's at the front, regardless of who they are. So if you don't have that competitiveness to you, especially in sales, in the sales world, even if it's not sales, if it's real estate.
Yeah.
Like if it's real estate, if it's sales, if it's opening up a pizza store or any type of business.
Yeah.
You have to have that type of energy towards yourself, that type of movement, like in your head, like you just want to kill everything in front of you and the money will come. Learn everything about the business. If he's doing better than you, try to learn something that he hasn't thought of yet or that he doesn't know yet. Do everything that he's doing times 10 and you'll beat that guy. And on top of that, you make money. You make money on top of that, and that's crazy. You can make it fun and you get an income out of it.
It's crazy. No, and I completely agree with everything that you just said. Like, first off, like, one of the main reasons why I'm looking to make a ton of money is, like, the fear of not being able to provide, the fear of living broke, being paycheck to paycheck. And most people, they wait too long for that to click when they turn 30, 35, 40. So, honestly, we're lucky that we caught this sooner. But it's not even, like, that's what people think, like, hey, they're lucky. Like, they got in early. Well, it's like, well, the hardest part about what we do is actually starting, which is crazy because what we do is simple. The hardest part is starting, taking the risk, and betting on themselves. But I could tell, like, the way that you spoke about being competitive, like, the passion behind that. And I know we touch on that all the time. Like, it is very important. And it's not, like, in some evil way, like, hey, look at the guy who's selling the most and, like, take him down. It's not like that. It's like, hey, like, this guy, is succeeding at a very high level. The only way for me to reach his level is get information from him, implement, and then work harder. And I feel like we both think the same way of, like, if someone else can do it, I can do it, if not better. Because what we do, it's a copycat business. We don't have to go recreate something brand new. All we need to do is work hard, maybe fine-tune a couple of things, and then go to war on a day-to-day basis.
Exactly. So Tanner, what kind of separated you? Like, I know me coming in this business, I wanted to catch up to you. Like like I asked you like a million questions, but what's the biggest thing that separated you from the people that you started with? Like, what did you really do differently than the people you started with? Why did they do the same thing that you did?
Yeah. I would say there's a few things. I would say initially I worked harder. And that's what will get most people to the next level the quickest, is by just working harder. So instead of working 8-10 hours a day, I work 12 hours a day. Instead of taking Saturdays off, I work Saturdays. But to get to, that initial level, it's going to be the work ethic. The second stage is going to be implementation. So I started with a lot of people, 10, 15 guys within that same month, but I was able to significantly outscale them because any information that my mentors or people that were succeeding, to the level I wanted to be at, I implemented without thinking. Most people try to think things through. Well, what if this happens? Well, what if I shouldn't do that right now? What if I'm still new in the business? But for me, I just get the information from people making $100,000 a month, and I just do. So those are the first two things. But then the third thing that really, really outscales is not getting complacent. Because my fourth month, I netted $40,000. Right at 21 years old, that's a decent income. Most people would go out, maybe take a month off, maybe take a week off, maybe go buy something brand new and kind of chill out because they're making a lot of money. But for me, I saw what people can achieve within a year, within 2 years of just going to war on a daily basis. So I got detached from the money. It wasn't, hey, I'm making $40,000 a month, I'm rich, I'm 21 years old, let's go have fun. It's like, whoa, I just made $40,000 within 4 months. What if I keep going? What's going to happen? And then 8 months later, I make $100,000 a month, right? But that's because I wasn't complacent. So I would say work really, really hard. That's going to separate you initially. The second thing is implement from people that are making a lot of money. And then third is when things are going really, really well, don't get complacent and double down.
Exactly. And like what I really like that you mentioned was when you said that don't think twice, or like just don't think about it when someone tells you to implement something. And I think that really comes down to like nobody's really ready for anything.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, like were you ready to start calling the phone?
Hell no, bro.
Were you ready to build a team?
Nope.
And like that's the biggest thing. Like no one's gonna be ready. If you told yourself I'll do it when I'm ready, you'll never be ready, and that's just the true facts. But I feel like what separated me and like what definitely separated you from everybody else was we knew we weren't ready to build a team. We were ready to be big in this company, but we knew it was gonna happen.
Yep.
We knew it was gonna happen regardless. So I'm just gonna put myself out there and just do what I have to do, because whether it's now or 10 months from now, I'm going to do it regardless. I'd rather it earlier than later.
Yeah.
So what would you say is, like as someone that's your age, 21, is probably in school, having fun, partying, what would you tell that person if they wanted to get inside this industry? What's something they have to do? What's your playbook initially? What's your playbook to actually succeed in this business?
Yeah. Well, first off, I would say is that anyone can do this, which is why I love this industry, is because truly anyone can do this. Like, I'm literally nothing special. I was a degenerate a year ago. I was in college. I didn't know what I was supposed to do with my life. But I just showed up and I just worked. So the first thing is that truly anyone can do this. The second thing is that sales is the best industry to be in as a young person because it rewards hard work. I always knew that I never wanted to work a job where, the boss was telling me, hey, you're worth $20 an hour, you're worth $30 an hour. So in sales, you get paid based on what you put in. So if you're young, that's the best career to be in because you have so much time to just grind your ass off. So that's number one, is that anyone can do this, and sales is the best opportunity for anyone that's young. The third thing is like when you look to get into an industry, at least I'm a person that really looks long term, right? It's not what will this do me like this year and next year. It's like, can I actually build a long-term business doing this? And life insurance is literally recession proof. So it doesn't matter if the economy goes up or down, production rises every single year. So it's never going away. These insurance companies have been in for a couple hundred years. But if someone's on the fence about like, I don't know if this is something that I can do, or like, I see all this money, but I don't know if it's real, is that at the end of the day, you need to bet on yourself. We both know in any situation we get put in, we're going to win. So it comes down to betting on yourself, believing in yourself. And if you can't believe in yourself, you need to get around people that can help instill that inside of you. And yes, I believed I could do it, but at the end of the day, I still needed someone that did believe in me and could help me pave that path. And that's what we have. We have a group of winners, people that succeed. So if you don't have that self-belief, come in and find that person and you're going to succeed.
Exactly. And one thing I really want to touch base on what you said was people are scared of commission-based jobs.
Yeah.
And why I use the quotes on commission-based jobs is every single job is commission-based. Like, every job's commission-based. If you don't show up to work tomorrow, you're getting paid. You get $20 an hour today, but that's because you went to work.
Yeah.
So people don't understand, like, everyone's in commission-based jobs, but what do the companies do? They hide it with an hourly or a salary pay. They put that in front of your face. You have guaranteed money.
Yeah.
You still have to work, though, just like commission-based jobs like this. You show up to work, you're going to get paid. If you don't show up to work, you're not going to get paid. And I think that's why people get scared. Like, and the thing about having a business like this, like being independent contractors, is you really control how much you make.
Yep.
Not just do we get paid the same amount as if somebody gets an hourly or salary pay, we can actually earn more than that, and we control how much we make. Otherwise, the normal job where you might get a 2% increase at the end of the year might.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been getting, laid off their jobs recently.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big ratio of people that graduate school and don't find a job afterwards. So that's why I think I like what you said about people being scared of commission-based jobs. And one of the biggest things I realized about you, another biggest thing I realized about you was, bro, you work your ass off. Like, every time I feel like if somebody calls you, you tell, like, I'm on the Zoom with you, and you're telling them, yo, what's up, bro? I can't talk right now. I'm working. And even you're on the phone with me, like, we're talking. If somebody asks you a question, we could be talking about someone's death, and you pause everything, and you make sure you answer that guy's question.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing I realized about you that I actually took myself. What you just did is I took. And I realized that you didn't have to tell me what to do in order for me to figure it out. I just watch what you do and do it myself.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how easy this business is. The systems are here.
Yeah.
The leads are here. Everything you have to succeed is here. It's up to you if you want it or not.
Yeah.
Like, do you want this or not is the biggest question.
Yeah. And most people are just scared of the work. But to touch on that, like, dude, when you're building a team, when you're leading a team, it's important that they understand that you truly care about them. So, like, if I'm, helping someone, like, on Zoom or something, and I get a call, like, yo, what's up, bro? I'll give you a call back. Like, I pick up the phone. If I'm on a phone with someone and I get a call from someone, I'll text them. I'm on a call. I'll call you right back. But because it's important, like, people on your team that truly want to know that you have good intentions and that you care about them. And that's why I do that, and it's super important. And it's not, and it's because I truly do care about them, right? A lot of people are, like, they fail building a team because they look at what will happen when they start recruiting kids. They're gonna start making more money, right? But that's the complete wrong mindset that you need to have. You need to think about changing their life, and in return, your life will change. But when you focus on changing their life, how do you get rich in this world? You get other people rich. That's how you get rich. You just get other people rich, and you're gonna get rich. I guarantee it. It's in any business, and especially in ours. If you just get other people rich, you're gonna get rich. But it's very important when you build a team that they understand that you truly care about them, and that you'll literally put your life on the line for them. Because that's what I'll do for my guys. And they understand that. Now, not the people that don't work. There's lines to it. If I get a call from someone that doesn't work, I'm not going to talk to them. I don't care about you. I'm sorry. But that's because my standards are very high, and it's very important. And that's where a lot of people do fail as well. And initially, when I started to build a team, I wanted everyone to get to where I am as fast as possible. But you have to take a step back and understand what they want and meet them where they want.
Basically, meet them halfway.
Meet them halfway. If you over push someone to where they don't want to be, they're not going to like you. Also, like, dude, if they don't want to start making 20 grand a month, they don't want to do what it takes, then that's fine. Let them be happy where they are. But when you start recruiting a massive amount of people, you're going to have different types of people. What I've been able to master over the last 30 days, and that I speak to some of my guys about, is that I speak to everyone differently. I speak to everyone differently. And that's really important. It was hard for me at first. Like, I might be super hyped up, fired up talking to one guy, and then I talk to the next guy, and it's a whole different conversation. And that took me time to kind of develop. But when you develop that, dude, you could speak to anyone, like, throughout the whole day and change everything. It's tough.
And that's like a really good point you mentioned. Not like, let's just be honest, in every business, like whether it's working at McDonald's,
Yeah.
not everybody keeps their job at McDonald's.
No.
It's like, it's just like this business. Like, if we were to sit here and tell you every person that joined our team succeeded, I promise you we're lying to you.
Correct.
Like, I promise you we're lying to you, but what did he tell you? The people that don't want to work, he doesn't give them attention for a reason.
Yep.
So, one thing everyone's scared of is coming in and failing.
Yeah.
Now, Tanner, I think this is everybody's concern when they start the business. How do you not actually, like, fail? What separates you compared to the person you started with and failed? Like, what's that separation, Tanner? Like, how does the person that failed act and how the person that succeeds acts?
Yeah, so when I really look and break everything down to, like, why would someone fail? The number one, which is the most important part, is the obvious, is, like, their work ethic. They don't work. If you don't work, you're not going to make money. You're going to whine and cry.
Yep.
Obviously, you're not going to make shit if you don't work. It's the same in any job. The second is that they're not coachable. People want to come in and recreate their own thing or not listen for some weird reason, which to me makes absolute zero sense. If you're not coachable, what's the point of even starting? Because the whole system's laid out. All you need to do is work and stay coachable. And then the third is accountability. If you're not accountable, right? Like I have guys on my team, and I'm sure everyone has guys on their team that, say that, I made $300 today. I spoke to, 50 people today. I spent $1,000 on leads this week, but they're just lying and they're not being accountable. And then when I call them at night, it's like, yeah, I spoke to 3. Oh, did you? Because I didn't see you anywhere today. Are you lying to me? Because if you're not accountable, what's the point?
Exactly.
So it's literally, we can take a homeless bum off the street. If he has a work ethic, if he's coachable, he's accountable, I'll teach him how to fucking print money. I'll teach him. Not overnight. This shit doesn't happen overnight. But if you're coachable, you work hard, and you're accountable, you can get really fucking rich with what we do. So you're 18 years old. You've been here for 6 months?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been here for 6 months.
Okay. How much are you going to make this year?
This year, I should be able to make over 700 my first year in the business.
Over $700,000.
Yeah.
First year in the business at
First year.
18 years old.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that was possible?
I'd be lying to you if I told you no. I'd definitely be lying to you if I told you no.
Like this early, though, in your life, at 18.
Yeah. So, obviously, I didn't know it was going to be this early.
Yeah.
That I have to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to be this early. But, like, I've always known I was going to make it in life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure you probably thought the same way.
Yeah, I did.
Like, all my life, I knew it since I was 11 selling candy in school. Like, I always knew this was going to happen.
Always a
for me.
hustler.
I was 17 trying to do wholesale real estate.
Yeah.
Like, I was 15 when I was begging my parents to go work an actual job so I can save up money. And when I saved up my money, I went and invested it into a business and it failed.
Yeah.
And I tried job shipping. I tried real estate, day trading, stocks, crypto, everything you could think of. So I knew I was going to make it out, but obviously at 18, there's definitely a big difference.
Fucking beast, bro. I'm proud of you, dog.
Yeah.
Truly.
My guy, like, especially my first month, I told myself, like, if I could figure out how to make $10,000 a month, that's it. Like,
Yeah. That's what I thought, too. I remember I told my mom, and I was like, yeah, Mom, like, if I can make $5,000 my first month, I'll know I made the right choice. I'll know.
And how much you make last month?
Last month, I profited $83,000.
Yeah. See, that's insane. Like,
Which is crazy, right? But as long as you don't have those limitations when you continue going, then you could reach levels that you never thought were possible very, very quickly. But to kind of wrap things up, like, you're going to make $700,000 at 18 years old. Obviously, a lot of people want to do that. And if they don't, they're lying to you. So what would your advice be to someone in this business, in another business, maybe in college? How does someone make $700,000 in a year at 18 years old?
Yeah, so how does somebody do it? It's very simple. It's not about what you do, it's about what you don't do.
Mm.
Don't go out partying. Don't wake up late. Don't sleep late.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the things you have to do, it's about the things you don't want to do.
I agree.
Because when you stop doing those things, they lead to the good. And one of the biggest things is don't limit yourself.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps telling people, oh, you should do this, this, and this, and this. No. Fix these bad habits first. Then you can worry about what can I do now? What's the good stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That's when people get messed up.
Yeah.
That's what you have to figure out. Figure out 5 things that's stopping you from committing. Write them down and then just kill them.
It's never about what you can add, it's what you can take away.
Exactly.
And I never realized that until I actually started to take things away in my life. Because I always thought, I need to add this. I need to add this. Maybe I need to wake up earlier. I need to start reading books. I need to study stuff better. But it was never really that. It was I just needed to eliminate all the bad habits that I had.
And we can both agree some of the things that you eliminated in life at the time was probably the most hurtful things to you.
Yeah.
You probably removed some things in your life that you probably didn't want to remove.
Of course.
But now you got to a point where you, thank God, you succeeded at a high level. Do you think you would have got there if you didn't remove those little pieces that were holding you back?
No. There's no way.
So you have no regrets in life right now. All the stuff that you removed out of your life, you're happy that you did that, even though it hurt you at the moment.
Of course, bro. Dude, I'm very, very glad that I did that. And of course, dude, they were tough. It's hard to just make a 180 switch in your life. It's tough when you're doing certain things for a few years. And now the only way for you to get to where you want is to remove those. That shit is not easy. But what's more important is you reaching your goals, or is it more important that you stay happy for a couple months with things that don't even make you happy?
Exactly.
Like, it makes no sense, because all this shit that I was doing, like, I was like, there's no way I can ever stop fucking drinking every night. There's no way. It's impossible. Literally, that's what I thought. And I told myself that. But now, like, I'm like, damn, like, all of the shit I used to do was a waste of my time. It was a waste of my time, but I didn't realize until I cut it out. Because it was such a bad habit. It was bad.
Yeah.
And I was just doing it way too much. And not even just that, a bunch of other bullshit, right? But when you remove things in your life, it takes a few months. But after those few months, you're like, that was a waste of time. Like, I'm glad I switched up my life. And now we're at the point where we're going to be fucking millionaires, bro. Let's fucking go.
Come on. Let's
Inshallah.
go.